stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Neither fighter willing to slow down. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Miss with that jab. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. There's a counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here. Here we go. It's round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
They're both trying for a knockout. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
And there's the bell for round three. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. They have no respect for each other's punching power. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just missed with that hook. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. It's bombs away. Punch, counter punch. Looking to land the hook. A perfect counter shot. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
He's not getting back up.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
He threw a punch and just got countered. Misses with the straight left. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Camacho is buzzed. Disaster averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Same again.
And there's the bell to start round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. He missed with that jab. Not a lot of defense here at all. So much for boxing. This is a fight. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for it. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punch. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Only catching air with that hook. Throws the jab and doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance without...
Right down the middle. You can miss him. Right.
And there's the bell for round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Back and forth they go. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Which fighter will say no mas? Ooh, Camacho is in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. And we enter the ninth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They blocked the left there. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't land the jab there. Punch, counter punch. Do you believe what we are seeing? Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Camacho in serious trouble right now. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
It's round 10. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Camacho in serious trouble right now. Camacho goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Punch, counter punch. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Ooh, Camacho is in trouble. Camacho goes down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Let's talk about Hector Camacho. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet. And there's the bell to start round 11. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh, watch out! Camacho might be ready to go! How did they not go down?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight was...
Whoa, Johnny! Camacho is... The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. The referee determines that we're good, and we will continue to fight. How is this fight? So he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the...
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice defense on that jab.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it.
Nice counter shot. Misses with the straight left. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. The jab slightly off target. Good counter punch.
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Oh, watch out. Camacho, Mike. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.